Ni hao, and welcome back to the Chinese campaign. We're now fighting Spain and the Soviet Union. So, last time we had these two battlecruisers face off against a rather large Spanish task force, which is actually here now. I don't know why you fought that one instead of this one, but that's good. It's still coming. I'm sending my battlecruisers to port so they can rearm. They didn't take a lot of damage, but they did spend all of their ammunition. So I'm sending out some fresh ships to deal with what's coming. We sank their battlecruisers, so they only have lighter ships left. In our corner, we have 3 DDs from Tsingtao, 5 heavies, 3 DDs, and the refit Japanese battleship coming from Haichao. My Timu class battleships are still being refit, so they're not quite ready yet, but I think we can manage without them. Let's head over to November and see what happens. Well, we got a meeting and 2 submarine battles. Exactly what we wanted. Spanish Admiral fired. And just as I wanted, these 2 light cruisers fight these 3 submarines very successfully. And this one fights that submarine. Well, somewhat successfully. And here we go. Lots of DDs. We found out last time that some of these DDs, these ones, the Tahoe class, very slow, 22 knots. They do have very long range torpedoes though. They got the 20 kilometer torps. These ones slightly faster, though still not very fast as far as DDs go. Not so long range torpedoes. The heaviest ship they have is a heavy cruiser, which doesn't have a lot of armor. Their light cruisers do actually have a little bit of armor, but none of their ships are particularly fast. It looks like they all top out at 30.1 knots. No, I don't think they have anything faster than about 30 knots. Some of these are really slow. Consuelo, 1942 refit. Yeah, they refit them to make them slower. Typical AI moment there. So, as a nice change of pace from the war with Japan, other than my actual Japanese battleship, I do have the advantage in maneuverability, or at least speed. And probably firepower as well, by a quite decent margin. That's a pretty good setup. You can actually just follow the battleship. You 4 can go independently, but don't outpace the battleship, which is not very fast. Let's try and go for early torpedo massive damage with the DDs. Got the 2 classes mixed up, so they top out at 36 speed, which is the speed of the Chongqing Bay class. The new ones are a little bit faster, but they're being held back. The battleship is already firing. Let's let the DDs pass. And then go broadside, and then also go down to cruising speed, which is 20 knots on 20.7. What are you focusing, Hizen? The heavy cruiser? Good enough. Scored no hits yet, but that heavy cruiser was damaged previously. Now, since they have some 22 knot light cruisers in the mix, Shouldn't be that hard to score some pretty decent torpedo volleys. Let's just make sure I don't torpedo my own ships. There we go. Now, select some targets. Start with this, I think. Consuelo. Pampero. Aguila. You guys can target Navarra. Prosperidad. And Colon. And you are free to launch. Let's see, have you all launched now? Yes. It seems that way. So, torpedoes off. And just pull back. And we're gonna see if these torps cause any major damage. My DDs are taking some hits. Nothing major yet. They're still pretty much operational. The enemy detected the torpedoes. There they go, torpedoes detected. My DDs got away safely. Excellent. These light cruisers do not have torpedoes. Did none of them have torpedoes? The heavy cruiser does. Hizen, I thought I wanted you to target the heavy cruiser. There we go. We're scoring torpedo hits. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. $13, $14, $15, $16, $17, but that was a dud. That was not a dud. $19. I think we got at least 2 duds out of that. Overall, a pretty good result from the torpedo volley. Let's have the DDs just hang around. They're going to be reloaded very soon, actually. I keep forgetting how quickly these torpedoes reload. So yeah, we can do that again. We can easily do that again. That was only 69,000 damage, but a lot of flooding damage, which I think is very valuable. They are not causing a lot of damage in return. We've done like 3,000 damage in total, but most of that was against my DDs, which did not take any major flooding damage, so they're pretty much fully operational. My heavy cruisers are just firing at will. What are you all firing at? Colon. Oh, you're all targeting the the same light cruiser. That's not really needed. It's very unnecessary. And my smoke is even ready. These ships can just keep doing what they're doing. They don't need a lot of input from me at the moment. Alright, it's time to pick out some more torpedo targets. Are you coming straight for me? I guess you are. Africa. Prosperidad. Colon. And you three, I want you targeting more like this general area. Okay. Okay. Torpedoes are free. Have you all launched? Yep. And you are now out of torps, all of you. Yep. If nothing else, I can have you hunting the enemy DDs. Although I gotta be careful, if I just forget about them, they're gonna get torped. Speaking of torps, we got some more action going on very soon. Hizen has done 8,000 damage. That's not terrible. It's not a whole lot. We're gonna sink this guy soon. There you go. More torpedo hits coming. Prosperidad goes down. You took 2 torpedoes. San Juan de Gregorio goes down. Okay, now I want my my heavy cruiser squadron to go do things. Hizen, what are you firing at? Light cruiser? That's fine. You can just pick your own target, because you're gonna do that anyway. Oh wow. They did launch torpedoes at my light DDs. Lucky they didn't hit. Yeah, my oh wait, let's find out. So these guys, the 30 knotters, have 3 inches of armor. How about the, was it 22 knots or something thereabouts? Some of these light cruisers were incredibly slow. There we go. 5.2 main belts. Yeah, you got some armor. Enough to stand up to my 11-inch heavy cruiser guns? Maybe not. I am running a little bit low on AP. There you go, the enemy DDs did launch torpedoes at mine. You can target that, DD. Jili, you can target that cruiser. Rehe and Jilin. There we go. You all have targets. Let's see what my DDs can do versus enemy DDs. Can I not take that torpedo? That would be very nice. Excellent. Yep, gun them down. Next DD. They do work well as gunboats. Now with their torpedoes out. Uh-oh. That could have gotten ugly, but once again, luck is in my corner. Is it though? Yeah, you took a bunch of damage. You took a lot of torpedoes from that DD. Because I was not paying attention to you. So Gili, you're going to target the Lista. I think the Jihuan might sink, or will she survive with just enough buoyancy to get out alive? Gili, Ryo. Jihuan might survive. And do these DDs have armor? 0.1. 0.1. I think I want you firing AP because you got semi-AP. There you go, one DD melted. The other one is taking cover behind her dead sister. And yeah, we are crossing their T with our DDs. Let's not run into another swarm of torpedoes. If that can be avoided. I think we're good there. I think we're good. You guys also AP. Let's just check in on the battleship, just to be sure. It's doing our thing. None of you have torpedoes. Excellent. And you're 3 inches of armor, or was it 5? 3 for these two. Not really enough when you're facing heavy cruisers with 11-inch guns. 873 million. Oh. Okay, I launched a bunch of torpedoes at this squadron here. None of those are gonna hit, I think. A little bit back and forth here, but Colon sinks. Aguila, you're next. Let's turn back here. What are you firing at now, Hizen? Shijuan seems to have survived. Quite badly banged up, but she's gonna make it home, I think. Ulloa. I think I should get closer with my DDs if I want to actually sink them. Those torpedoes are not going to hit my cruisers. We're running a bit low on AP on the cruisers here. You're getting out. That's good. Barely afloat, but not sunk. Let's target the lead ship. Easy enough. Did you guys have armor or did you not? No. No armor. Yeah, 5-inch semi-AP. Does do quite a bit of damage to a DD, but not as much as an 18-inch from a battleship. 16, excuse me. Which just decapitated that one ship. The converse. Now Ayuma is next, and I think this would be just the end of the Spanish Navy, probably. And she's gonna sink. There we go. Switch targets. And that one is finished. Yeah, you can actually turn in a bit now, Hizen. Don't forget, the Hizen has a bunch of 11-inch guns as well. That cruiser sinks. We only have HE left now, so maybe expend some of that HE ammo on these DDs. Wow. That guy just took a 16-inch to the face, I think. Yeah. Two 16.3-inch guns. Shells. Decapitating it completely. Could just leave those DDs to my DDs. Then again, my DDs will have to encounter some light cruisers on the way there. Although the Hizen is making short work of that light cruiser. Let's take out the Navarra next, so that my DDs can get to the enemy DD, and my heavy cruisers can deal with the enemy light cruisers. Okay, Gili, you've had enough. Not really a lot of damage in terms of structure, but the flooding is beginning to be a problem. Boom. Yeah. Battleship took care of that. We got 2 heavy cruisers, light cruisers, running away. I wonder if I want to send, because the Hizen is safe. She doesn't need any, well, darn it. La Yuan is out of ammo. I cannot send her out to deal with the 2 light cruisers. Never mind. That was my plan. I did not consider how much ammo she'd spent. And these 2 are also spent now. I guess it's up to the Hizen to sink the light cruisers. Meanwhile, the DDs can hunt enemy DDs. That's fine. Although they're also running out of ammo for the 5-inch guns. At least running a little bit low. These guys have a little bit more. Guadaleta next. They've been heavily damaged though, so doesn't take a lot of hits to take them out. What kind of guns did you have? Oh, 7.8s. Yeah, you do have some firepower. Probably shouldn't take them too lightly. Especially when my own cruisers are out of ammo and thus not really effective. At dealing with enemy cruisers. So the 2 that ran away, they will just be allowed to get away. Hizen, I want you closer. Can I avoid? Oh, Jiangbei took some torpedoes. Darn it. We all took torpedoes here. Terrible maneuvering by me. But they're gonna live, I think. You're quite far away now, Hizen. Let's get in here, because you need to save some heavy cruisers, actually. Either that, or I have to... make the DDs take care of them. Bijin, you have ammo. Angle. Why did you have an angle problem? Perfectly healthy. You can go home. You guys need to come and save the heavy cruisers that are quite defenseless. Hizen has only AP left. That's fine. This guy is very badly hurt. You have some HE ammo left. Okay, Hizen. Are you coming? 3-inch everywhere. My 11s with HE, not really that effective against that. But the silver lining is she's taking a lot of damage before, So inducing some flooding should be easier then. Or just spam her to death with 5-inch guns from the DDs. They got incendiary. I only got 6% structure left. Shouldn't be that hard to finish off. Yeah, there she goes. Now, other side. Leon. Actually, Diana. Leon needs to live because she's slowing down the Diana. Which is a kind of weird thing to say, but that's kind of how the game works. Finishing off the wounded ships, not always the best idea. Okay, Hizen, you can target the lead ship too. Because Leon is not really going anywhere. She's got, yeah, 15.9 knots. Even the Hizen can catch up. Hizen can actually drop down to cruising speed. Get a little bit more accuracy. Okay, now these guys are completely out. Oh, you got plenty of ammo, Dongling Jing. Chongqing Bay also. Too bad you don't have any torpedoes left. 50% losses. There we go. 16-inch shell connected. And that should be it for Diana. Almost. A few more seconds of 5-inch abuse. And he's down for the count. There she goes. So someone commented on a previous video why I don't make dedicated torpedo DDs and gunboat DDs. I've tried that in the past because it's a good idea, but in this game you can't really you can't always decide which ships you send into which battles. In fact, you rarely can. It's up to the game to make the battle. So what I've had happen often before is I've had torpedo-focused DDs sent into combat against enemy DDs where they're just not really suited, and gunboat DDs sent into larger fleet battles where I really could have needed a wall of torpedoes or two. So that's why I have these kind of torpedo focused. I mean, that's a volley of 10 22-inch torpedoes. That's nothing to scoff at. And they're long range torps too. And decent firepower. So they can gun down even light cruisers. Now, where's the last two remaining? Oh. Are you not leaving the battle? Are you coming towards me? Okay, I thought it was time to click end battle and just be done with this. But they got two light cruisers here that are not finished with me yet. I think the Hizen can just solo them. Honestly. They are 42 kilometers out. Hizen is firing. Even if it comes down to it, I can I can go at them with my secondaries. Are they still coming closer? I want to get a little bit closer before I open fire again. They might be running away. But if I can... if I can whack them... with some 16.3-inch hits and make them flood, you will not be able to run away. Let's just keep this up a little bit longer and see what we can get out of it. You guys have a little bit of ammo left, but these two light cruisers are fully operational. Are they running? No. They're just hanging around. Coming closer even. Fine. I don't think that's the game you want to play there, Pampero. But I don't mind. I do mind the Hizen switching targets, though. Maybe going for the Consuelo first is actually a good idea, because Pampero already has some flooding on her. Yeah, I think we can get these, because they are well within effective range of Hizen, which is up to 127,000 damage. There we go. Consuelo will probably not be escaping. Yeah, no, they're not that fast anymore. Hizen can actually match that speed. We currently have her on cruising speed, but she can do 23 knots. The Consuelo cannot do 23 knots anymore. I need to score some hits, though. They're still trying to get away. That one was a hit. 17 knots. Yeah, you ain't running nowhere. I want to switch to the other ship when she shows up. There she goes, Pampero. Because now the Consuelo is slowing them down. And I am running out of main gun ammo, but I can close in to secondary range because these do not have torpedoes. And I got plenty of 7.2-inch guns. I just mainly need my big guns to slow them down first. Now I can just close straight in. We're almost in secondary range. I got 20-kilometer range on my 7.2s. And plenty of ammo for those. I'd like to have one more decent flooding hit on Pampero. Not quite in secondary range yet, but very soon. They're 7.8s. have very good range. 58 caliber length. That is a long gun. Yeah, these are actually very decent guns. Well, I can see why my heavy cruisers started taking flooding damage from those. Pampero sinks. We got 5 rounds left for the big ones. Let's see if those are gonna hit the Consuelo. No. No dice. The 7.2s are peppering away. That Consuelo, which can only do 17 knots currently. So we're gonna close in. He's gonna try to run. She's got a very big angry battleship coming after her. And gaining 7.2 kilometers. 0.1. Even the turret is now opened up. It is in range. Soon gonna have the 4.4s firing too. I almost forgot. I gotta have her on the thumbnail. Even though probably the DDs had the most exciting battle this time around. Not only with their very effective torpedo strikes, but also with their guns, sinking not just enemy DDs, but also a couple of light cruisers. So definitely gonna be some medals handed out to some very brave destroyer captains. Yeah, that's a good sight to see. The big ones are silent, sadly, but they've done their part. Yeah, most of the damage she's done is with the big guns, but the 7-inch guns are starting to rack up some hits, even the 4-inch guns. And accuracy at this range, 11 kilometers, is pretty good. Getting more than 40% accuracy from the casemates. Even as she tries to hide in smoke. I do think in the current version of Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, HE spam, not really as overpowered as it used to be. There we go, surrendered. Actually 80% crew loss. I've never seen that before. That's the first time since they raised the surrender threshold. That's the first time since then that I've seen a ship surrender. Very nice. Let's take a look at the post-game stats. Enemy task force all sank. Shijuan took a lot of damage. She's gonna be in for repair for quite a long time. But other than that, yeah, this task force is mostly intact, and Hizen should now have a decent crew on her. So that was basically the end of the Spanish Navy, I think. I'll have to check the politics tab to see what they have left. Lots of ungoverned territory being taken over. What? Oh, ungoverned territory, yeah. Occupy Singapore. That's almost 300,000 tons to take Singapore. Do I support that action? I mean, Singapore would be nice to have. I guess I do support that action. Oh, it didn't show up though, so I guess it didn't happen. Never mind then. I think lots of nations trying to take over Britain. France pushing into Spain. And they do have some ships left in their home waters. Germany is now Bundesrepublik. Spain has 53 ships left. That's actually not bad. Got a battleship and a battlecruiser left. I guess we'll keep fighting them. I think my Beijing class battlecruisers will be the absolute perfect counter to the Spanish Navy. So we're gonna send these home to port because they need repairs anyway. No, the Timus are ready. The Timus are ready. I guess the 2-month refit thing was a lie then. So yeah, we can resume construction of Shima and Hife. There we go. Any research being researched? Advanced Marine Engines 3. Yeah, I don't think we're getting those gas turbines. So, also we already have modern armor 2. Superior armor quality? Nah. Let's just unprioritize that and keep the big guns. So we can get the Mark 5 18 and even 20s after a while. That's probably Mark 4 20 we are researching now. Yeah, so my battlecruisers are ready. That's Nunning and Wuxi. They're not the ones I want. These ones. That is a good anti-cruiser task force. Should be. Alright, December. Alright, let's see what's going on. People don't like Spain too much. Another admiral fired. I can see why. France and Italy. Submarine. Sank. And we're fighting a single DD. Tahoe class. I guess that's a job for the light cruisers, probably. Metal snakes, they're the fastest ones I have. Well, I have one metal snake. And also the Yang is also faster than the DDs, so they're gonna hunt it down. It should not take long, I think. We'll see. It's probably gonna run. Alright. Metal Snake, you're the fastest one here. You're just gonna go at it. DDs can go home. Heavy cruiser, you can come with. You can actually try to follow the Metal Snake. Just don't slow her down. And just follow the green arrow. DD only has a top speed of 30 knots, so I got quite the speed advantage. And I'm probably gonna spot it first too. I can see the radar ping. How far away? Is it 40 kilometers? 35. There she is, 32 kilometers. Yep, we're catching up. Battlecruisers are firing. At a range of 40 kilometers, she just went invisible. Spotted again. She's a tad faster than my battlecruisers, but not really that much. It's going 29.7 knots. Yeah. It's 0.4 knots faster. But my battlecruisers have the range. Although only with AP. And with a lousy chance to hit. In fact, turn off your guns and go home. Because I might need that ammo next turn. There we go though. Floating hits. On Teruel. Metal Snake firing AP. 23 kilometers out. Yeah, I don't think the HE has quite the range yet. Of course, Shangui will have more forward firepower once she gets into range, because she got the super duper firing turrets up front. I was hoping for more of a cruiser battle. And hiding in smoke again. That's nice. We can use the times 30 to get closer. It's nice being fast enough to catch up when the enemy tries to run. 0% chance to hit at 20 kilometers? What's that? What's that all about? Oh, ship size, fast speed, and so forth. So the guns technically have the accuracy, but not against that kind of target. Gun set to save on Yunnan. Again, I might need that ammo next month. You're only 16 kilometers away, so you have some chance to hit, and that one's gonna hit. There we go. Torpedo destroyed, big flooding. 3-inch guns are joining in. Yeah, she might not have the funny super duper firing setup, of the previous class, but the metal snakes are just a lot more effective. 7.9s are just more accurate. And the ship platform they're mounted to is more stable. You haven't launched, have you? No. I know those blew up. I'll go back to ×5. And this should not take too long. There we go, more flooding. Rudder is out, engine is out. Some torpedoes have exploded. And she's gone. I could have played this off camera, I guess, but what else would I fill the episode with? Yeah, no damage taken in return. Belgium wants to buy some heavy cruisers. Plus 84% profit. Well, I guess I do have the spare shipbuilding capacity currently. And it's only going to take 14 months. I mean... DDs I can sell, 99% profit, and these don't weigh that much. Spain losing some allies. Singapore again. 300,000 tons. It did not pop up. Okay. Okay, and I think that is the end here. We're building a shipyard. We're getting still don't know what, but I'm pretty sure it's the Mark IV 20-inch guns. Do we design some new ships next time? Maybe some heavy cruisers? Seeing as I have almost 100,000 tons with spare shipbuilding capacity. Actually, it's going to be way more, because these are going to be finished repairing next month. And the Shoima is ready in 2 months. Yeah, I think it's time to design a new heavy cruiser next time. We'll see you then. Goodbye, and take care.